Welcome to the CVMSDC Virtual Capabilities Briefing, where MBEs introduce their products or services to potential customers. To register for a Virtual Capabilities Briefing, or VCB, you can email info@cvmsdc.org or visit the website at cvmsdc.org. And now, here's your host, Dominique Milton.
Thank you so much, VK. It is my pleasure to welcome you to today's VCB, and I am so excited to introduce you to Omar Palicio. Welcome, Omar. Omar is a seasoned IT and business leader with over 20 years of experience leading cross-functional and diverse teams to deliver IT solutions that support enterprise goals. Omar is the CEO of BringIT. His responsibilities include the company's strategy, development, and execution. The company, which he co-founded in 2015, has grown to a $10 million business with a wide range of customers in the US and Latin America. His team is enabling companies to maintain, improve, optimize, and scale their supply chain ecosystems as well as their business processes. Omar holds a global MBA from Thunderbird Garvin School of International Management, a Master's of IT Administration, and a BS in Computer Science. He resides in Raleigh, North Carolina, with his wife, daughter, and son. Welcome, Omar.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for the opportunity. Hola a todos. Muchas gracias por la oportunidad de estar aquí. Thank you, President Milton. I appreciate
You're
the
welcome.
time and the opportunity to, as you're saying, showcase our services.
Yes, I'm going to leave you and let you present to the audience, and I'll be back for Q&A. Thank you so much, Omar.
Yeah, thank you. Hi, everyone. Well, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me and my background before we talk about BringIT. So personally, right, I've been implementing ERPs for the last 20 years. I started my career in a company called Flextronics, which is based out of San Jose, California. I am originally from Mexico. I moved into California back in 2005, and I've been in the US since, right? I moved into Raleigh. I'm based out of Raleigh today. I'm moving to Raleigh in 2010. And my first experience with cloud technology was back in 2012 when I was working for a company called Jawbone out of San Francisco. That's where I experienced NetSuite from Oracle, experienced in other cloud technologies like Salesforce and Boomi and Celigo and some other cloud technologies that are using today to drive businesses right across the globe, really. So we started working with them as a customer, and back in 2015, then we decided to jump off the corporate world and create our own company. BringIT has been working since September of 2015, so we've been up and running for 5.5 years. And really what we provide, right, is we try to help our customers to select the right technology, the right cloud technology. We only work in the cloud, and we help them to integrate that technology. We help them to customize and deploy the solution that is required for their business, and we help them to modernize their value chain. That's who we are. Our mission, right, since we started in 2015, has been to become a boutique company, to be able to deliver first-class technology that meets or exceeds our customer expectations. We really like to be laser focused on quality, on customer experience and customer service to make sure and to ensure that the customer gets the best out of the system that we're deploying. We focus on three main aspects, right, that define the success while we're partnering with you. So we focus on the people. So the people or the users that are going to be utilizing the technology. We focus on the business processes that are going to define how this technology is going to be working and how your system and your business operates today. And then the technology, right, which, like I said, is going to be in the cloud, but it's always secondary, right, to the business processes that are driving your business to be successful. So at a glance, right, so we are based out of the North Carolina area. We're in Raleigh. That's our headquarters, but we have offices in Austin, we have offices in Guadalajara, Mexico, and we have offices in Panama City. We have over 75 consultants that are working on technology and business processes. We have over 100 customers, over the last 5 years, 5.5 years, mainly in the US. About 75% of these customers are in the US. We have some customers in Canada, and we're trying to expand into side of the border, right? So we're expanding into Mexico and Latin America. We offer our services in English primarily, but we can also offer our services in Spanish and Portuguese. And our primary services are ERP with Oracle NetSuite, Zendesk for customer relationship management, Shopify for all the e-commerce platform, right? All the online shopping and so on, and integration tools like Celigo and Delbumi. Some of the industry recognition over the last 5 years. So we are a certified Oracle partner and an Oracle BPO partner. We have been featured in a few magazines like the CIO magazine and the 3PL Technology. We're a certified MBE, and we were named one of the partners of the years for NetSuite last year. So like I mentioned, right, we're located in the US, offices in Mexico, offices in Panama, and we also have resources in Brazil. We're planning to open our office over there in 2022. And the idea here is to become a regional leader on cloud technology services. So here are some of our customers, right, in our portfolio. Some of them are well-known customers. Like, for example, the Atlanta Hawks of the NBA team is one of our customers. We implemented NetSuite for them. Advanced Care, it's the healthcare provider here in North Carolina. Then we have Orange Theory, which, as you may know, it's a fitness center, F45 Fitness Center. AliveCore and Lucira are two companies out of the Bay Area. They're focusing on medical devices. Then on the manufacturing side, we have Axon, right, that provides all the body cams and the tasers for the police, right, across the United States. Pure Storage is a big manufacturing company for servers and switches and routers. Metal Sales, also the nationwide company providing roofing, right? I mean, metal roofing. Oldcastle, you may see some of their products, right, in all of our infrastructure. So they provide concrete, cement, blocks, and so on for infrastructure projects. Young Brands is one of the Walmart brands for outdoor equipment, and so on, right? So as you can see, our services are diversifying over the different industries, right? I mean, that where NetSuite provides their services. So on the food and beverage side, right, we have Hampton Farms here in North Carolina, S&D Coffee in Charlotte, Westrock here in North Carolina, Fusion Projects out of Illinois, Rhythm out of Austin, Meherin out of North Carolina. On the software side, we have gaming companies, the three here, Rush Street, Grover Gaming, Axel Entertainment. They are all in the gaming industry. And then we're also working with medical companies, right, that provide software services to healthcare providers. Financials, Trimont is a big company out of Atlanta, Chandler Concrete out of Charlotte, Rich Rock out of Charlotte, Envoy out of the Bay Area, VMware out of the Bay Area. And as I said, we're expanding into Mexico. So these are some of the logos that we have in Mexico. So what we're trying to convey here, right, is that we have experience on different industries, and we have good customers that can be a referral, right, for our services. We focus on two things, right? We focus on the business process before we implement the technology. And once that business process is defined, then we implement the technology that will support that business process. So these are some of our technology partners that we use. So most of our work is related with the NetSuite ecosystem, right? So the ERP, that is the cloud ERP for Oracle. And then 70% of our services are around this area. But then we combine that with Celigo and Delbumi for integration. So if you want to integrate your ERP to other platforms, right, then we can integrate them with this technology. If you have a call center, customer relationship management, and so on, then we use Zendesk, right? That it's a cloud technology as well. It's also integrates into NetSuite. And then if you're looking for any e-commerce platforms, then we're certified in Shopify. These are the technologies that we use, and we believe that technology is an enabler. So we use the best-in-class technology in the cloud to be able to provide, the best results for you and for your company. To summarize our services, right? So we provide services in 4 different areas. So number 1 is NetSuite Professional Services. We are able to implement the solution, to optimize or customize the solution. We're also able to provide ongoing system administration and support services within the system. Then we have all the system integration services, the second tower. Here we can provide application to application integration. We can provide EDI integration. We can create custom web services or API calls to integrate different systems. We can create a solution from scratch and implement that solution if needed, right, to integrate different systems. Then we talk about business transformation. So business transformation is the service that we offer, and it's technology agnostic. Here we have a team of experts in different industries that will help you to define what's the best business process for your company. We want to increase your operational excellence. We want to increase your efficiency. We want to be able to map this process so we can then implement the right technology on top of it, and then you can have the best out of those systems. We also provide shared services and business process outsourcing, which means that we can run financials for you, right? So if you don't have a team for accounts payable, accounts receivable, expense reporting, then we can run that for you through a shared services program. So that resources could be out of the US, could be out of Mexico. We also offer change management and executive coaching. And lastly, we have plug and play software solutions. So within NetSuite, we have created solutions to enhance some of the capabilities or some of the features in NetSuite, like point of sales applications, direct store delivery, configure, pricing, quoting tools. And we also have an e-learning platform, right, that is connected into NetSuite, and where you can track who of your employees has been trained, what is their training path, what is their career path, and it's going to be easier to track what is their progress, right, in terms of that training schedule or training program. I'm going to highlight a couple of customers as case studies that we have. So the first one is this Hampton Farms, is this customer here in North Carolina. So Hampton Farms owns about 70% of the in-shell peanuts in the US. Their headquarters is here in North Carolina, but they have factories and offices across the nation. So when we came to work with Hampton Farms, they were working on paper. It was a paper-based company. What we're doing for them is we're implementing NetSuite, we're implementing their e-commerce platform, and we're using the the integration tools like Celigo and Delbumi to automate different areas of their processes. The challenges that they have was all related to inventory management and process standardization, demand planning, lot traceability, all their financials, metrics, and like I said, all paper-based, right? So the quality is paper-based, the integration to the USDA is paper-based, integration to suppliers and customers were paper-based. Once we come with our solution and our business processes, then we were able to have automation between the USDA and suppliers and customers into NetSuite, and we were able to basically automate all their processes, right? So they experienced significant increase in process efficiency and visibility. And right now we're working through eliminating all the paper-based processes and going to entirely electronic. Another case study is also here in North Carolina, Grover Gaming. They are out of Greenville. So they create games for casinos, as you can see. So when you go to a casino, right, and play on those slot machines, most likely one of their games is created by Grover Gaming. So their challenges were on the inventory management and process standardization. So here, right, I mean, they needed to control the slot machines, their manufacturing process in their factories, but also where they were located, right? I mean, because the way that these companies make money is when somebody plays the game, then a small percentage of that amount is sent back to the gaming, right? To the gaming company. So they want to have 10,000 slot machines by the end of 2022. So we're helping them to scale to support that business growth. We help them as well to increase their CRM, their customer relationship manager. And we help them as well to simplify their billing schedule, their invoicing, and all their installment billings. We use Oracle NetSuite here and Celigo as the technologies of choice, as well as business process transformation. So we are BringIT. We are ready to partner with you and to enable your 360-degree visibility of your company. Here it's our contact information. This is our general email, but this is my personal email. So if you have any questions, if you would like to know more about our services, please contact us and we will be happy to help you out.
Outstanding job, Omar, being able to explain the technical aspects and put it in layman's terms. Thank you for that. And congratulations on becoming Partner of the Year for NetSuite. What do you think that your company did to earn that recognition?
I think there's a few things that we like to do, right, to become Partner of the Year. So number one is the quality of our services, right? Again, so we're not only a technology partner where we come and we act as consultants and we just sell the system and technology, but we really work with their customers to understand their business needs, right? We understand their business needs, we understand their drivers, and why do they need to automate their different processes. Once we have that, then we come up with a solution design that includes improving their business processes together with technology. And that really kind of helps them to increase their efficiency, right? When you provide a company end-to-end visibility of their business, from when they purchase material to the time that they invoice ship a finished good and invoice, then that's just power, right? I mean, you have power to make decisions real time, and that's what we focus on. So that's one of the things that we focus more to become one of the partners of the years for NetSuite. Another thing, it's our ability to become a long-term partner, right, with our customers. We don't want to be a transaction where you're gonna implement one of our solutions and then we work with you for a couple of months and then we never hear back from you. So we're a small company and we want to stay relatively small to make sure that we have that personal experience, right, where we become partners. I mean, me personally, the team. We create a relationship and we create a bond, right, that we want to continue with after our services are complete.
Excellent. Well, you answered my second question, because I was going to ask you what sets you apart from all of your competitors, but clearly it's the customer service that you deliver. And so let's talk about those partnerships that you have with your technology partners. So we talked about NetSuite, there's Oracle, Celigo, Shopify. How do those partnerships help you deliver a better service?
Yeah, so our main goal, right, is to create a modern value chain. And a modern value chain, whether you're providing services or whether you're selling a product, right, you need to have an end-to-end view of your entire business process. So what we do, right, with these different technologies is we provide the best technology for a specific area. So for example, we know that financials, inventory management, manufacturing, right, will be controlled using NetSuite, for example. But if you have a call center, if you have a sales team that is out there in the field trying to get more business for you, then we use a different technology that is Zendesk, right? So we try to bring the best in class for you so you can use them, but they will be integrated. The main point here is that you'll have multiple tools, right, working for you as is needed for your business, but they will all be integrated into one single system of record. That system of record most likely is your ERP, which is NetSuite, but all the data comes from the different tools that we're putting together. It's like a puzzle if you look at it, right? I mean, so we put different pieces of the puzzle, but then we put them together, and then you have a holistic view of your business through NetSuite with all the information coming from the different tools.
Excellent, excellent. Well, before we go to the field to see if there's any questions coming in, I love the no paper example that you gave earlier for your client. And I also saw that you had Orange Theory as a client, and I'm a customer of Orange Theory. So what did you do specifically to help Orange Theory?
So Orange Theory we replaced their accounting system, and we also replaced. So when you go into Orange Theory and you subscribe to their services, right, or you want to get with a trainer, schedule a class, stuff like that, they use a system called MindBody. So what we did is we implemented NetSuite to run the financials, and then we integrated NetSuite to their system called MindBody, which is basically, if you want to say the system that the counter sees, right? I mean, so they see your name, they see your address, you see your classes, your subscription type, and so on. And so we integrate all that into NetSuite so they can really then pay the employees, right? For example, the trainers are paid by the hour. Okay. So they know how many people was in their class, when, and so that's how they calculate their payroll. Same thing with equipment, right? So as you know, they have a rental equipment. So if you rent an equipment, then we control that in NetSuite, and we know who rented that equipment, when they return the equipment, and we can calculate, how much you need to be charged, right, for that equipment. Or if you keep it, right? I mean, they have the option that if you don't return it, then they charge you the whole thing. So those type of things, having that integration, again, different systems, but having that integration and that visibility just increase efficiency, right?
That's awesome. And who knew you were behind the technology? So when you walk in, did you help them to have a national view? Because if I walk into another Orange Theory that's not.
It looks like we've got a little technology issue, but Omar, I think the question that Dominique was going to ask is if you all helped Orange Theory with their national launch, because if you walk in one location and then your information shows up in a different location. So can you talk a little bit more about the capabilities of your technology?
Yeah, that's correct. So we created this integration bundle, and we installed that in different franchises, right? So basically each franchise that wants to have this visibility and is running with NetSuite will install this bundle, and then they will have the same information as where you live. For example, if you're traveling, right, and you want to go to another fitness center, that's how we control that. So we create that integration from the different systems for the franchises, and then they can access the data from the different franchises.
Okay, thank you. And we have Dominique back, but before she chimes in, I want to remind the audience that if you would like to submit a question to Omar, please feel free to use the Q&A feature on your Zoom dashboard, and we will present that question to him. Dominique?
Thank you so much. You caught me mid-sentence, but thanks for covering for me, VK. So I was asking, were you responsible for making them visible nationwide at Orange Theory? So when I walk into a Orange Theory that's not in my market, they can see my subscription?
That is correct. Yeah. So
excellent.
So yeah, the data that is stored in the gym that you go to is then stored in a nationwide database. So when you go to the next place, right? I mean, let's say you're traveling, then they will have access to the same information that when you're at home.
Excellent. Okay, thank you so much. VK, you have some questions coming in from the field?
We do. The first one is, Omar, could you please talk a little bit more about the industries that you serve?
Yeah, definitely. So we focus mainly on manufacturing, but in manufacturing, I also include food and beverage, right? Because it's manufacturing could be electronic products or food and bev. Then we work with software and services. We work with financials, and we work with wholesale and distribution. Those are the 4 main verticals or industries that we work with.
Thank you. And the next question is, it says, during the presentation, you mentioned that your services are offered in multiple languages. Could you please repeat which languages your services are offered in?
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, we're based out of the US, so primarily English, but we have resources that are bilingual or trilingual, so they can provide services in Spanish or in Portuguese. So we find out very helpful when we're dealing with customers out of Florida, for example, or California or Texas, right, where there's a big Latin population. So we can provide services in English or in the language that they need, right? I mean, whether it's Portuguese or Spanish.
Sure, thank you. And then there's a follow-up question. In which geographic locations are your services available?
So we service nationwide and in Mexico right now. So US, Canada, and Mexico. Our offices are again in Texas and in North Carolina. But since everything is in the cloud, we can really service everyone in the United States. If we need to travel, we will travel. But 70–80% of our work is done remotely.
Thank you. The next question is, what is your systems implementation approach?
So system implementation approach, right? I mean, I think it's a very good question, but we are business process people. So the first thing that we do is we understand that industry. We want to be able to influence the industry, not only one company. So we understand which industries our customer in. We understand what are the trends. We understand what are the current pain points or issues on that industry at a macro level, and then we start zooming in, right, to understand what are the issues with our customer, what are the key drivers to move into a different solution. And once we understand those key drivers, right, I mean, then we propose a solution without a system. I mean, it's kind of funny because we're a technology company, but we propose a solution without systems. We just propose the best business process, the best, the more efficient process, right? I mean, without a system. Once that process is defined and it's agreed by the customer, then we start puzzling together, right? I mean, the technology that is going to be on top of it. We obviously have experience with a lot of customers, so we kind of know, okay, for this type of issue, we're going to use this technology or so on. But the first thing that we do is, again, understanding the key drivers of our customers, their issues, their pain points, and then we come up with a solution that is technology agnostic. Once that is approved, then we start adding the technology on top of it.
Thank you. And Omar, we have one final question for you, and then Dominique, we'll turn it back over to you. Omar, the question is, can you please describe who your ideal customer is?
Yeah, an ideal customer for us will be someone that would like to establish a partnership with us, a long-term relationship with us. It doesn't matter the size of the company, but really that wants to grow with us, right? I mean, and it doesn't have to be an all or nothing engagement. Like, we would like to grow with that customer. We can start with something very basic, and then as we get to know each other, right, to start building more and more processes, right, to automate or to increase your efficiency, but at the same time to increase our relationship. Our ideal customer is someone that it's has social awareness, that it's obviously that cares about everyone, right? I mean, that is not a specific thing. So we like that.
Excellent. Thank you so much, VK. And Omar, just two final questions to close out. You talked about your ideal customer. Do you partner with any MBEs to deliver your services?
No, that's one of the things that I want to get out of this partnership that we're just starting. Yeah, so I want to expand my network with MBEs. I want to know who else is in the technology space, right, that we can partner with, so we can give business to and receive business from. That's the main goal.
All right. Well, there will be a lot of opportunities for large corporate clients as well as B2B with your peers. And so I look forward to helping you with that. And last question I always like to end with is, when should a client call you?
Whenever they feel that their system or their processes are not giving them what they need, right? I mean, if they have growing pains, then we will be there to help out, whether it's with a system implementation or with just a business process optimization.
Excellent. Thank you so much for joining us today. Any final words before we close out?
No, thank you so much for the opportunity. Thank you so much for the time. We're really looking forward to develop this partnership with the council, but also with all the partners within the council, and looking forward.
And you want to say that another way? In the language?
En español, sí, claro que sí. Estamos muy contentos de ser partes de este consejo para las minorías en los Estados Unidos. Queremos desarrollar nuestra red de contactos, nuestra red de clientes, nuestra red de proveedores, y estamos con muchas expectativas para esto.
Excellent. Thank you so much, Omar. And thank you, Andrea. I know Andrea's behind the scenes. She helped put the presentation together, so I appreciate her being here. For our listeners, if you are interested in having a VCB, please send an email to info, that's INFO, at CVMSDC.org. And please mark your calendar for upcoming events. Please visit us on our website at CVMSDC.org. Go to events and calendar and you can sign up for our upcoming meetings and mark your calendar for BLC 2021, which will occur in August of 2021. We look forward to seeing you there. There will be matchmaking opportunities for each of you and just a wealth of information on how you grow your mindset to grow from millions to billions. And we actually are going to have a session, a whole section on technology, Omar. So I'm looking forward to having you at the table there. So thank you all for joining us today. Yes, absolutely. Thank you for joining us today. Have a fantastic day.
Thank you all.